I want to talk my shit. Let's bust this tea wide the fuck open, right? Fuck drinking it. We just gonna throw it all over the place. This shit really got me feeling some type of way. And instead of reacting, I'm gonna just get it all up my chest. So, I don't like people. People make my skin itch. You know what I'm saying? Make my skin crawl. Very much an introvert. Very much see everything for what it is. No filters. It's just what it is. And I've learned to adjust and adapt to that reality and my preferences, right? So my oldest child, 23, she's still a little optimistic to humankind, right? So she'd be naive in situations thinking that people are going to give a fuck about shit that she gives a fuck about, or think that certain shit is important that she thinks is important, right? Well, long story short, her father, a piece of shit. First 2 years of her life, marvelous. First 2 years of her life, couldn't nobody tell him nothing about his child, right? He wanted her ass more than I did. But that's a whole nother story. Motherfucker decides he's going to be a junkie. He won't be a crackhead. All right, cool. That's your choice. I mean, in the beginning, of course, it affected me because him and I grew up in similar households. So I thought, regardless of how compatible we were together or not, because we probably more than likely weren't, I figured we at least had that in common, that that's something that wasn't cool for us, and we wouldn't do that to our child. You know what I'm saying? Or just pass that type of burden on. So, 2 years old, full blown crackhead. And I said in the beginning it was a little tough because, shit, my life stopped when I had my child. What I wanted to do, the ripping and running, you know what I'm saying? That's the type of energy I was putting out. I couldn't do it no more. I mean, I ain't had to. There's so many people that, which is about to be what my story is about to be about. But there's a lot of people that say fuck their responsibilities. My generation alone, I've done seen plenty of motherfuckers pass their kids along to their parents or their loved ones, whatever. But my life changed. That girl, I would have been dead or in jail had she not come into the picture. So yeah, in the beginning I was a little bitter. You know what I'm saying? Just the fact that my life had to stop while he got to do whatever the fuck. I mean, not that I wanted to be a crackhead out this bitch, but he got to rip and run and do what he wanted to do. Fast forward 23 years, he's who? Kevin who? You feel me? Like, I am only affected by his presence, his name, his whole existence when it affects my child. If I ain't see the emotions come out of her for whatever reason, right? I could give two fucks I could give two fucks what he got going on, dead or alive. It's just what it is. But for some reason, she still got a soft spot for this man. About a week before Christmas, after not hearing from him in forever, you know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, that's what he does. He don't go around to people that, he love in that world because point blank, he's ashamed. He won't stick and be around the people that do what he do. You know what I'm saying? So he keep a little girlfriend, always a little crackhead girlfriend. Nothing new, right? About a week before Christmas, my daughter gets a call from his sister saying that Kevin about to have a baby. Shit blows my mind. Because that's the one good thing I could say about that man is that he knew not to have no more kids. He went 23 years with no other babies, no scares, no possibles, no ifs, ands, or buts. You know what I'm saying? So, well, I'm trying to explain to my daughter, because my daughter immediately gets in her feelings. I thought we'd been through all the woes. I thought we'd been through all the hurts. And I thought at this point she'd have a tougher skin. Some of us just adapt to shit differently. But it affected her. And then he was due right around the time it's her birthday. Her birthday's Christmas Eve. So after going through their little emotional with her, now she's, well, I want to meet him. I don't got a brother in real life. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I only had girls. I'm raising my nephew, so that's like her brother, but that's really her cousin. You know what I'm saying? So she takes interest. She shows up to the hospital, see the baby's only 3 pounds. The baby mother of mine, we don't know this bitch from a hole in the wall. She don't know us for real. Okay. And of course, first thing on my mind, motherfuckers need to get a DNA test. Because you don't go 23 years without having no kids. That's not an accident. That's intentional. Okay, that's what I'm trying to explain to her when she was in her feelings. Oh, how could he have another baby if he's actually going to be there for this one? Girl, it was not intentional. I promise. Okay? So she goes up to see the baby. her father, you know, she made her complaints about just the presence in the room when she got in there. Like, these are two full-blown, very active junkies having a baby that nobody knew about until a week before the baby's about to be born. This shit ain't even real for them, right? Ain't even real for them. So my daughter, you know, she just had her son a year and some change ago, so she still got some newborn shit. So she's like, hey, Dad, what do you need? Blah, blah, blah. I got a car seat. They're not going to... He said, oh, no, I got it. But you could tell when Kevin lying. Kevin like the stunt. Kevin like the... He's just a... Anyway, she's like, well, I got you. I got an extra car seat. You know what I'm saying? I got some... everything from newborn clothes all the way up to a year. I got you. Let me know what you need and I got you. Whole time I'm telling her, this poor baby. This poor baby. I haven't given 2 fucks about this man in a long motherfucking time. And ever since I found out he was having a baby, I can't get that baby out of my head. Can't get it out my head. So anyway, she leaves the hospital, goes home. She's optimistic, you know what I'm saying? Which again is one of the little plus things that she has right now that I don't. The lens she's looking through is not as clear as mine. She gets a call the day they're being released, and it's from her father. And saying, hey, they're telling me I got to do this rehab program for 30 days. I'm going to put your name down. Now, in my mind, again, he's got siblings that are fine, straight, stable, and older than my child, okay? My child is 23. My child has medical issues. She has epilepsy. You know what I'm saying? This is the longest we went without a seizure. So, you know, clock that and keep your fingers crossed. But they're a little more stable and set. So she gets a hold of her aunt, like, hey, let's figure this out. Let him primarily live with you, but I'll help you. We're all pitching together and help support this child, right? At first, I guess she was okay with it, you know, because everybody's still in shock. This man's having a baby. This man's having a baby. So she winds up getting a call from, it was like a day or 2 later. She hadn't heard from Kevin. Now, I do know they have blackout periods when you go into rehabs and shit like that, or halfway houses, shit like that. But in my mind, that's not where he's at. In my mind, I'm trying to be, she's optimistic. I'm trying to ride this ride out with her. I'm saying, but in my mind, these two just abandoned this baby in this hospital. And the only reason he really gave Lex's name up is because in the midst of this not being real for them, she pops up. She's eager to help. You feel me? So when they're sitting down with these people at the table and they're like, well, who can we call while you go into this rehab facility? It's fresh right there in his mind for him to say, boom. Because mind you, nobody else really know. Insane. This poor baby. 3 pounds and some change, okay? So the social worker calls Alexis 2 days later, 2 days after the last time she talked to Kevin. And basically like, you know, this is the number we were given, but besides two other names, they didn't approve her for the background check. You approved for the background check. So now they're saying they will only release this child to my daughter. So the whole plan with the sister, I mean, that could still be a plan. The entryway into the family would be my daughter. And then once everything's settled or whatever, hey, blah, 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 would rather do this. And I still be involved, you know, whatever that. But to get him in, it's through my child. Now she's battling with herself back and forth. Battling. Now, you all know I raised my nephew, so you already know my standpoint on this. Okay? I try to get all my sister's kids. At the time, she had 3 prior to him. I would have had her 4, my 2 would have been 6. And then the bitch went and had 2 more after that. You feel me? So that's where I stand. My grandmother, I watched my grandmother raise everybody's motherfucking kids, including me. She ain't raised mine, but she damn sure helped. I mean, she put her bit in with me. You know what I'm saying? But that's where I stand. But at the same time, I got to support my daughter, whatever she chooses to do. Right? So every day, one day, it's like, all right, I'm going to do it. Because the baby's still in the hospital. Baby got to stay for 9 days, 9 more days. Very lightweight. He had a little IV. They won't give us any updates on his health. They won't let us come see him because that's the fucked up right now, right? The parents are gone. Nobody's in there loving on that baby except for the nurses and hopefully, which they probably are. But still, nobody's individually going in it so he can get used to their scent, their voice. You know what I'm saying? Like, that poor baby. It's insane.